The very first stage of the founder's evolution happens before you become a founder. Without the first stage, the journey never happens. And while it's existentially vital, the first stage is far from comfortable. In fact, it is marked by dissatisfaction. It is by definition uncomfortable, and it needs to be. Unfortunately, nothing great ever begins with comfortable people. When we're content, we resist change. We fight to maintain the status quo. We cling to and even defend what we have. It is for this reason that comfortable people don't become founders. Comfortable people don't launch new businesses. They don't plant new churches. They don't start new nonprofits. No one in their right mind would. 8 out of 10 new organizations fail. Let me say that another way. 8 out of 10 founders fail. That stings a lot more. Founding a new organization is incredibly risky. It takes guts, and honestly, you have to be a little bit crazy. And this is what happens in the heart and mind of pre-founders, at the genesis of their evolution. They're starting to feel a little crazy. Pre-founders may begin to feel a little crazy for many reasons, but at the core exists one question: isn't there a better way? We tend to cast founders as unemployed slackers living in their parents' basement, unable to get by in the real world or hold down a real job, but that stereotype is dead wrong. The truth is, founders, especially those who succeed as founders, start as employees. And they're not your everyday run-of-the-mill employees. They're often earning 25 to 50% more than the average for their role. And the type of role they're in doesn't matter. They can be servers at a restaurant, an executive pastor, or even a chief operating officer. Whatever it is they are doing, you'll find that the vast majority of pre-founders are excelling. But what separates them from the rest is dissatisfaction. It isn't enough. Now, it can be money, but more often than not, it is the freedom and autonomy to create a better way for their career, a better way for their clients, a better way for their members, a better way for the world around them. There has to be a better way. There must be more. And it's here that the vision is born. But it's not quite time to take the leap. That is for stage 2, the startup entrepreneur. Remember when I said 8 out of 10 failed? Many who fail because they jump too soon. And this brings us back to the purpose of this entire series. You must first accurately identify the stage you're in. Then you can work the right strategy until the transition happens and you enter the next stage. So let's take a look at the specific strategy that you need to implement to make the most of stage 1 and set yourself up for success in stage 2, the startup entrepreneur. We'll talk about that in the next video.